Let's see if this is any better. So far, I see 0 drop frames. So, cross my fingers and hope this works. Hopefully this is better. Reboot, reset anything. Looks like my microphone is really soft again. They should fix it. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. Am I echoing? I feel I'm echoing. Why am I echoing? I don't see any drop frames this time, which is good. Nope. My headset should be set up correctly, but I hear myself echoing for some reason, which is weird. It's happened before, and I don't know how to solve it. That's fine. Whatever. Do I have monitoring on in OBS? I mean, I do, but it usually doesn't do the sound. Can you, as long as y'all can't hear an echo, that's fine. My echo here is very soft, but it usually doesn't happen. So I'm not sure why once in a while it happens. I'll just disable preview. No, even if I disable a preview, I hear the sound. Okay. Well, as long as you can hear me, that's fine. Okay, so where are we? Hi, Emmy. How are you doing? That one's not my fault. So yeah, I'm not sure why there were so many drop frames earlier. But when I reset my machine and reset my router, and that seemed to do the trick. So I'm good, thank you. I'm very good. We went for that buffet today, so I'm very full and very happy. And the weather's very nice today. Oh, there goes the ad break. So at the end of yesterday's stream, we were about to go into chapter 10. But there was also a scene I missed in chapter 9. Which is why when I loaded this, it still shows a level 9 picture in the background. Because I found where the last person that I didn't talk to was, but I haven't triggered the achievement. So this had better be correct. Yeah, so that's why I don't think the stream will last a full 3 hours anyway. Flo, did you notice these girls over here? These girls were a really good touch, right? These 4 and this girl over here. It was a very nice touch that we saw yesterday. Yeah, they confused me as well, but what happens is that after she died, like this figure here, if we were in the actual real life time here, we wouldn't see that figure. So she's an actual ghost over there. I think either Healer or Fixer talked about, oh, you're gonna see the ghost of the past. And while they were talking about these people, this character is actually a ghost. Right, she's wearing a blue outfit, which is the same as Amelia over here who fell down. And she's over here because she sees the light in a modern day. Because these characters don't have an associated body. They're not. Because like this specific character, like if you look at the ghosts from -3, these guys are all in white, and they're here because they died in -4 over here. And so they're dead there now, but a few of the ghosts came here, and she said
do
like,
this for me, Blue, when the time comes. It would be awful to not know where you are.
So she left a light here to like symbolize like for Watcher to come find her in the dark. But what she didn't know is that somehow this kind of like symbolically affects the ghosts of the people who died there and come here as well. So this happens in 03 and 06, right? So just after she dies, this ghost specifically is blue. This is like Watcher's ghost, but the Watcher's color. The character with Watcher's color. But she's the only one in a blue suit. So yeah, it's very spooky.
Someone, get a medic.
Amelia, come on, stay with us. Amelia.
It's very, very nice. Yeah, this scene kind of sealed it because there's only one soldier dressed in blue. But in this scene, there are two. One over there on the floor, and this ghost standing here in the light. Super cool. Anyway, the conversation I missed was in -11. And so,
if I decide
this
to
is
be
the
an
scene.
idiot, then I'll be an idiot on my own accord.
So we saw the scene.
Enough of the Bach quotes, Johann the 50.
What do you want?
So angry. Is this about your top performer not performing?
I wasn't made for this, Mimi. I know that now.
You should step aside.
Who will take this? Who wants this? Tell me.
Oh, these words were very they were foreshadowing, eh?
You?
A change would be nice.
Say something useful or leave.
One of the clones has successfully entered their 3rd trimester.
I haven't played Return of the Obra Dinn. Yeah, the back quotes again, yeah. I haven't played Return of the Obra Dinn. Maybe I should at some point. I've heard it's good as well.
We've made it so far. It's worth celebrating.
Emmy is playing it instead of Outer Wilds.
If it fails, I don't want this branch going any further.
We've yet to try inseminating the original.
What? Iris? Out of the question.
We must exhaust all possibilities. It is our duty.
Ah, nice. I see. Oh, that's a PlayStation
To
thing.
those who
Nice.
gave their lives.
We've put her through enough.
Johann, weren't you from Toronto?
So Emmy pointed out yesterday that all the colored characters also represent, they correspond to different sisters, right? Like pink is Hila. The blue person who committed suicide is Watcher. She was also the first to go. She's the first to go. She was the first sister to go, and also the first soldier to go. Yellow is actually like, and then pink is Hila. Then we saw a couple other colors, but yellow is actually Iris's color, right? Which is kind of interesting. So he's like protecting Iris. Or here he tried to protect Iris anyway. But so the conversations we missed. This one we saw.
I visited Asia Town.
It's good, right? I told you.
This is probably referring to Old Town.
Yeah, it's nice. Artsy. My daughter would have loved it. It's good that she's gone, that she didn't have to see all this. It would have broken her little heart. Kids, you know?
They've got karaoke. Have you done the karaoke?
I don't sing.
That's besides
Just bring a
the point.
notebook. You'll be fine.
Ben, you don't have to.
Bring a notebook and write down everything.
Come on, let's go. Make a night of it. You deserve joy. Your daughter would want that.
And then there was a conversation out here in the side with the fixer.
Another reduction. They're cutting down on lab-grown food this time.
The faster we solve this, the faster we can return to the surface.
Listen to yourself. Do you really think you're gonna live to see this? They're already training the next generation to replace Mimi. She's got her own little academy, and they each get their own Iris. They didn't call this a generation ship for kicks. I just want to eat steak. Is that so much to ask?
But the conversation we missed is over here. It's this one.
Pacific 41 blinked out yesterday.
So she's Watcher, right? She was the first one to commit suicide.
What do you mean, blinked out?
Well, the only one to commit suicide, I guess.
Cut all communications.
What?
Shh. Keep it down.
What happened over there?
I don't know. The last transmission we received? No words. Just screaming.
So it's interesting that she's Watcher. Yeah, depending if you count getting shot at someone by someone else as suicide. I call that murder, but the administration would call that suicide. The provisional government.
And then something worse. Say what you will about Iris, but at least her presence gives us hope.
So an interesting parallel here is so she's Watcher, she's blue and Watcher's blue. She was the first to die on this ship. Watcher was the first to die in the Orchard. She here, like she's communicating with the other ships. Her death, yeah, she is not Watcher, but she's the quote unquote Watcher of the group here. So she like parallels Watcher, as you said. That did not give me the achievement yet, because in this timeline I haven't spoken to the cops in -1. But so her death triggered the downfall of the ship and the summoning of the the occupant, and that also kind of parallels Watcher's actions in the Orchard. I was curious why. I was curious how the occupant was summoned in the Orchard though, right? Like, we haven't found that out. I'm not sure we'll ever find that out. We might. But we don't know how that Watcher event, the occupant event, happened back in chapter what chapter was that? Chapter 4? Chapter 5? Yeah, after the event that sent all the sisters down into the basement, set the library on fire and all that other stuff. Why did that occupant get summoned? They say that occupants get summoned when some kind of anguish event, some kind of when someone feels really anguish, they think that that's a like way of communication, and then they come. I wonder if it's something about Watcher finding out about the memory. I guess you could say that it was Watcher murdering Mother. And the chaos that caused. Does that even fit the timeline now? Happened before that, yeah. So it couldn't have been that to begin with. So, but it could be like Watchers. I was theorizing that maybe it was Watchers, the grief she had from, well, I guess from quote unquote murdering Fixer, but that alone didn't summon the occupant, right? It was all the other things she learned about Mother, quote unquote, or what principle was feeding her through the communions, and how she got more and more detached from reality. I feel like something in there was a final straw and summoned the occupant in the end, but we don't really know. I'm going the wrong way. Anyway, now that I've spoken to her, the achievement should pop when I speak to this corpse, but I haven't actually tested it. Actually, not this corpse, but this one. No, wait, this one.
This is the one.
Thanks, Iris.
The suits have preserved their
Yep.
bodies remarkably well. Healer will have something to work with.
Come on, let's go tell her.
Yeah, so I didn't check for sure, but I was reasonably sure that that was the only one I was missing. So now we have the achievement. Okay. I'm not actually, should I just continue like this? I guess we can, right? There wasn't actually... No, there was a whole scene down. I'm going to skip that scene. Let's go right to chapter 10. So, chapter 10. We stopped here yesterday. We went to the very start of chapter 10. So we passed the talks with the Jiaos and the different factions. The Jiaos, the old-timers, the miscellaneous. And we saw this scene where Fixer broke through the sky, basically, yeah. Right here. So step 1, you're gonna hate me for this. I'm gonna exit the game. The reason is that I want to see what the main menu is like. I don't think I can go to the main menu from here. So we're gonna exit the game. Thanks for stream. See y'all. Have fun. I appreciate y'all coming by. No, I just want to see what the because when I quit the game yesterday, I was on the chapter 9 save. So when I reopened the game, it showed me the chapter 9 splash screen. So I haven't actually seen the chapter 10 splash screen. Because it changes with every chapter, right? Oh, interesting. So this is what we would have seen anyway, where we stopped yesterday. This is Noah, I think. But now she's in her new role. And she's playing both sides. Bunch of dead clones behind her and she's in a chamber. Interesting. We will find out what this means. Okay, so we've just smashed through the screen. Mukashi, a long, long time ago.
I remember her insides. They were already rotting. They had pulled her out too soon. That much was clear. What did I expect? For everyone to love her? For everyone to love me? How embarrassing. I remember your smell. And how your presence lingered.
What is happening here? So, I wonder, she's talking about Jiao? The Jiao she cloned? No, I don't think so. I don't think that's right. Just jump straight in the gameplay without giving you a title screen. That was weird. That is weird, yeah. What is this blood here, I wonder? She's in a Watcher's outfit here, right?
Come back, I said. I can do better. You'll like the next one.
Oh, so she's talking to Mother, but the dead person was like the Jiao that she tried to summon.
I remember desperation.
Probably.
Jumping onto the tracks. You can't be far, I thought. So I ran. I went in circles for days. And I felt the walls close in on me. I remember obsession. Your anger, your voice, your face. My sisters and their blank looks. I learned to change these memories, reconstruct them like surgery. I removed ugly details and implanted new ones. It made the days go by quickly.
Yeah. This is her descent into madness. She's almost, she's an interesting character. She's very broken, right? She's almost...
I remember trying again.
Hey, look, this scene. So this isn't Noah. So this is actually just Principal. It's not the Noah post-revolution that's also wearing red. This is the Principal. Yeah.
The first few were failures.
Failures.
Their lungs kept turning to water.
Ouch, that really hurts.
I plucked hair after hair from my head. I was learning. I was getting better. I remember discovery. All that running seemed pitiful then. I selected my best work and prepared her for the journey. Will I get to meet our mother? She said. Yes, I said. Be good. Everything reflects back on me. So, be good. I remember waiting. I was nervous. I couldn't sleep. Would you like it? Days passed and you never responded. Not even a sign of rejection. I remember disappointment. How many sisters do I need to send before you approve?
Was that what was happening? So the train was not sent by mother. The train was sent by principal.
Before you send a single word. I gave them reverence. I gave them loyalty. I gave them discipline. I picked only the best for you. I remember a bitter taste. Moving in the dark to remove my mask. How long do I have to live this lie? Pretending so I can please you? How long must this go on? Pretending so I can be forgiven?
That makes that line interesting, because now I recall that when Watcher first met Mother, before Watcher killed Mother, Mother's last words, or one of her last words, were like, this is like me time, like Mother time. You should not be disturbing me, right? So that echoes what we saw in one of the later chapters, where the youngest kept knocking on the door, knocking on the window of Mother's room during her Mother time. So if the principal was the one sending the trains to Mother all the time, the people stepping off the trains would be like basically principal knocking on Mother's door, and Mother's reply here, Iris's reply was again like, this is my private time, don't disturb me.
I remember making a decision.
So
I
now
remember
she's
how
changed.
she reminded me of myself and how I knew all the steps already.
Changed from youngest to principal.
Our lot is to be bound, I said. She opens herself to you, I said. To make believe. I remember ecstasy. Like I could breathe for the first time in my life. Set free to think on my own, to move as I pleased without your judgment.
Yeah, but I mean the name, I thought the name was youngest all the time, until suddenly it changed to principal. Maybe I just ignored it.
Blood rushed to my head.
But now it's all
remember
principal.
Abundance.
Hello. This is a Jiao in a different outfit. I guess this is the one that follows. No, there is no Jiao that there is a Jiao that follows you around. Guess it's her.
A great rewriting and all the pleasures that followed.
So these are the two occupants that we need.
A hunger to be greater than you. An intoxication that transcended you.
Principal is almost like, she gives me like autistic vibes, in a sense that she's very like obsessive, but kind of like in a way that society doesn't approve of, I guess. Now we're back to youngest.
I remember still pretending. I try sometimes to appear for a moment, to reach out.
I'm sure there's some trauma in there as well. But like even from the start, like her attempt to please mother by making a clone of Jiao, it's kind of like she has that angle that is correct, but her method, she doesn't see that her methods are wrong. Like she is trying her best in a way, but it's not a way that society approves of, or like mother approves of. Yeah, but the other sisters were not like that. Well, they at least not overtly, as far as we know. Like she feels very different from the other characters in that sense.
Yes, Principal, they say. Of course. I realized I can never be one of them. As you say, Principal.
Yeah, and then the others kind of excluding her, if that was true, also kind of leads into that, right? Yeah, neurotypical is probably a better word to use. And the others like shunning her also kind of leads to that.
Is this what you felt? Does it stretch on like this? I remember waking up somewhere else.
Learn about ancient sisters, 5 sticks, when we know that there were 4 before.
I've been walking in my sleep again. I dream of places I've never been, of people I've never seen, and sensations I've never had. What is this curse? This is your way of getting revenge? I remember a flash of light, a force on my body, and fire.
So this is after the explosion of the play.
I couldn't feel my legs, but I could feel a lifeless body over mine, crushing me.
It was Iris, right? The actress that was playing Iris.
She was dressed like you,
Yeah.
but smelled nothing like you.
Yes, not vaccines, no. And yeah, it's one of the things that probably change during like, because the cloning process is not perfect, right? Or it is perfect, but it's not. Some things don't get cloned. But yeah, neurotypical, no, neuro untypical. Neuro something is probably a better word for for how I was trying to describe her. Neuro something, neuro different,
Do you like seeing me like this?
neurodivergent. Yeah.
Are you finally happy now?
Life is flashing before our eyes.
Shh. Don't move. You were dreaming. You always have such bad dreams.
This relationship is very interesting as well. We don't know much about Jiao Prime, right? But here we have another set of like Jiao Iris relationships, of which there were several. There have been several.
Zhao?
I'm here. Don't worry. I'm not going anywhere. And neither are you.
What happened?
You were so good in the play. It was your best performance yet.
How long have I been sleeping?
There was an explosion, but the healer type said you'll recover. It's a miracle. They murdered the ministers. Everyone except Noah, they're gone. When you're better, you will incinerate every last person who did this to us. I can't wait.
I need to get up. Something's wrong. They can't find out, Zhao. They can't find out about me. They can't know what I did.
What is she referring to here?
Shh.
But why would she be worried about setting up Watcher? I guess because she thinks the explosion is from the insurgents. Yeah, it could be lots of things, but I wonder what specifically she's worried about. I guess we'll find out.
Leave it to Zhao, yes? I'll take care of everything. Like I always do.
I wonder what relationship these two have. Yeah, could even go as far back as being the ancient sister, yeah. But why this? Is she having a change of heart? Or is she worried? How does she connect the explosion to like needing to get up now because she needs to do something to prevent people from finding out? That's an interesting line, Satinal, because there is the symbolism that Iris died on the stage, right? Or Iris died protecting her on the stage. But basically people saw, yeah, the great ibis, yeah. People saw that her alive and Iris dead. She did kind of let the mask slip, but I don't know if people would, well, if people would dare to speak out, I guess. But even if people would recognize the significance of all that without Watcher's memories. But sure, yeah, we'll find out. It raises interesting questions, for sure. Interesting questions. Hi.
You.
Angel?
I'm addressing you, miscellaneous. What are you doing on the streets?
Same as you. Working.
Yeah? You're funny. So funny. You're coming with me, asshole. Let's see what the High Minister thinks about your new drawing.
Ah, she drew.
I'm not done.
Does it look like I care?
Let her finish.
You heard her. She's not done. Let her finish.
So both the miscellaneous and the old people are kind of ganging up now. So that they're down here starting their own little distracting revolution.
Hey, stop. Wait.
Taking revenge. Wow, these are the cultists. They did not need to see this.
Someone get word to the High Minister.
Neither did we. Yeah, oh my god, yeah.
now.
She, like, how did she end up here? She would have had to calmly walk here, sit down, douse herself, and set herself on fire. Yeah. That is madness.
Prime Minister, there's a disturbance in Old Town.
Disturbance? Of what kind?
There's a large crowd gathering that are resisting orders. There's more. We've learned of a stoppage on the other side. The Jows are refusing to work.
So we still don't know what this other side is, right? It's not the station that we were at, the one with the dead corpses, and it's not this place, obviously. It's the place where Mother was. I guess we have seen that place before in flashbacks. But we don't actually know what the Jiaos are doing there and what they're working as.
Huh. I see. Well then, sound the alarm. Have all upstairs units report to Old Town. If they resist, restrain them.
Yes, High Minister.
Send all units guarding the station over to the Jows. I want the work to continue. Do you understand me?
Confirmed, High Minister.
That's excessive, don't you think?
You have an opinion?
The alarm? The station will be left unguarded.
Would you like to suggest a different course of action?
No. Of course not.
Do as I say.
Yes, High Minister.
She's not dressed in red. Interesting symbolism here.
If you don't care about the station and this alarm, what are you trying to cover this time?
If you don't care about the station and this alarm, what are you trying to cover this time? So she sent units to oppress the Jows and the Old Town. Is she actually... I wonder if Noah actually sent the guards away on purpose, knowing from the start, knowing that Fixer and the others were coming to break in. Whose side are you on, Noah? Noah always knows, yeah. But whose side are you playing? Whose side are you on? So we still hear the alarm here, but we are in where the oh. This is just before we... Have they already gone down? Nope, they're getting ready to go down. Hi. She's on nobody's side.
All this walking and crawling. Not the plan I would have picked. If it were up to me. Are you gonna be okay? As long as I don't look down. Oh, I haven't been up here in ages.
2 games in a row with characters who are scared of heights.
Once was enough. When was that? Blue, whatever happens, I'm glad I didn't euthanize you.
When did you have the option to euthanize me?
What? Oh, please. Don't act so surprised.
The other one was a very minor character, yeah. I'm waiting for Principal's redemption arc and Noah's redemption arc. This is kind of pretty. Kind of. So this is interesting, right? Because we can see them, but they can't see us because we're on the star. We're on the stars. We're basically in space to them. Like they can only see the stars. So we're like the occupants before they, kind of like looking down on Earth, right? Before the invasion. We can see them, but they might as well be a different, with how long Fixer and Healer have been out of society, they might as well be a different culture at this point. Different species altogether. We also need to talk to you. We better do that first. Before Fixer breaks the glass.
Other way, little one. Go and help Fixer. I'll keep my eyes on the door.
Will they come up?
It's probably a bit of an exaggeration.
Let us hope not. I trust your friends to provide a compelling distraction.
But there's some there has to be some symbolism in like them breaking through the sky, breaking through the roof.
What
right?
happened to no guns?
I will answer for that later, I'm sure.
I'm not sure you need to guard that once we go down though. Okay. Safe over this thing.
Ready? Yeah, let's start.
The alarm should have covered our entrance.
Yeah, so Noah does know that we're coming.
Good girl, Noah. Secretary, are we close enough?
This distance will be suitable for Blue to host.
And there they are. She's seen better days, that's for sure. I'm going to cut a secretary-sized hole. Got it? Once I'm through, you fly down there and begin the communion.
Understood.
Blue, the rest is up to you.
Fixer?
Don't tell me you've got cold feet.
Watcher would be grateful to you for all of this.
Let's not speak too soon. Who knows how this will all play out. I mean, you're gonna do great, Blue.
Oh, I think I'm gonna be sick. Spill my insides all over the inside sky.
That's okay. When the occupants came, they made everyone sick too.
Would you stop looking down?
Heads up. Someone's coming up.
Ah.
Don't try it, Mauve.
Wasn't she on our side though? Yeah, BB got an itchy trigger finger, yeah. But I mean, Red Sapphire killing anyway. But wasn't she on our side?
What the fuck? What the fuck are you doing up here?
Move and you're done. Do you hear me?
You're all insane. Watcher, Knower, Principal, you're all out of your goddamn minds. All of you. Enough. I've watched you play all your stupid little games. I'm not going to be dragged around anymore.
Morph is the person who was in the room watching Watcher get tortured for 3 years. She was the security guard at the back of the room. Watcher named her. Watcher was the one who gave her the name. So she watched Noah torture Watcher, but yet resist Principal's order to kill her? Question mark. And she was also knocked out when Fixer and Bang Bang Fire came. They have a history. But she was also the one that gave us the bomb, right? She was the one that gave us the third item, the bomb, to put in a cake. And she was the one who brought the cake with the bomb to the play. Ah, she's the observant shell. I see. Ah. I did not make that connection. Wait, what color was the observant shell? Wasn't she blue? I mean, I guess from her name. Yeah.
What about the rest of us?
Hmm?
What about the rest of us?
Don't do it. Don't.
My name is not Mauve.
Ouch.
BB. Okay, fuck. Change of plans.
Yeah. I think BB kills. This is my theory. I think BB can kill on reflex, but she cannot kill like knowingly. She can't pull that trigger knowingly. She kills on reflex to protect her friends, but she regrets it immensely. So if on a confrontation like that, I don't think she could have pulled the trigger. I mean, or at least not fast enough to defeat quote-unquote Mauve. Hello.
Secretary, where are we? Did it work?
It worked. Sort of.
Sort of.
What do you mean, sort of?
You have these rings around you now, which we know have to do with the occupants.
We are all connected in this communion, and the occupant has been summoned. This is the meeting place.
But
You're kind of, falling.
I thought that was obvious.
I need to merge with the occupant immediately. Based on my calculations, we only have 5 minutes in here before you hit the ground. Out there.
And I?
Yes, it will not be preferable. There must be something I can do. I will go to the top and begin the merge. You must be there when the merge is complete. Do you understand?
Are you giving me a time platforming session?
Not really.
Doesn't matter. Be there. You'll have to figure it out on your own. Please, be there. Okay, bye.
Bye. The occupant sounds like a kid, right? Oh god, they're giving me a time jumping puzzle. Let's save. This way is probably a dead end. Let's reset this.
Why do you get to choose
no.
who lives and who dies? Come on, cut me a break. I'm not good at goodbyes.
Zhao,
What's in here?
you are so beautiful. You are the best thing I have ever done.
No subtitles.
Did I not give you life? Have I not given you everything?
You jumped through here?
Yeah?
I don't think so.
I need you to admit you had a choice and that you made the wrong one.
You don't think I dream every night of going back home, haunted by a place that doesn't exist?
We have everything we need for a restart. We saw the writing on the wall.
而家到我同你講，係咪？
Cantonese.
你一直都係同我講。
我真係唔明，點解你唔留低，而去過一啲抬唔起頭嘅生活？
Hi mom, hi
永
dad.
遠都唔會知道，你阿爸同我為你犧牲咗幾多嘢。
就咁俾你禮手掉晒佢。
Everyone has dreams, don't they? Of what should be. Only some will ever try to make it a reality. Don't ever forget, change happens today because of you.
We ran for what seemed like hours, right? We went so far. But somehow we ended up right back here. Do you think we can really do it? Live on the surface again?
Well, a dull knife is no knife at all. It's not always possible to protect those who choose a different path. Everyone forgets everything eventually.
Watcher, there's no turning back from this.
But I must warn you, Watcher. Nostalgia can be a dangerous thing.
Is it possible that you're remembering wrong? That you're losing grasp on the past?
Isn't this just the way? We do not get to choose what we inherit.
I am pushed too far. There are things I have done that I regret.
Maybe we're meant to survive this.
There is no feeling worth getting incinerated over.
Listen to me. No one is beyond forgiveness. Did you ever think there's some things worth keeping? Or are you moving too fast to notice?
I need you to help me make them pay. I want you to help me hurt them.
Remember what our functions have in common. Both require us to separate our heartbreak from our hand.
我放棄一切，係因為你啊，去擺脫你啊。
Someone will always get hurt. That is the reality.
We know the truth now. We can make a difference.
You know, I wanted to run away too.
But I
understand. Me too.
I get it now. It's what I deserve.
Secretary, what can I do? Is this the only outcome?
I don't know where you end and I begin. Ah, blue, the color of loss.
We must help them resist erasure.
The world you live in, I never wanted it to turn out that way.
Yeah, this is very linear. I'm not sure I can actually make it, but it should be fine. Also, this is how you reuse assets and make it seem cool. Yeah, but at least this part is linear, so. And those lights popping in were nice as well. What? Where am I going from here? So I'm going the other way, aren't I? They ran out of narration after like 3.5 minutes. What am I supposed to do? Oh.
Blue. The uplink is almost complete. Stand where I can see you. I'm going to overclock the communion. Time will be effectively stopped.
You expected you to finish right now? No, they know if they go too long, people will wait before they complete the thing. So they couldn't have taken too long.
I may not be myself after.
That's never a good thing to say.
What's going on?
We are merging. Oh.
Smile.
We are merging. Oh. So secretary said she needed to merge.
Not what I expected. I was supposed to
not exist anymore?
There. I see you've been meddled with. I promise to be gentle.
Am I dying?
That concept again. You've spent so long with them.
Again, that line that secretary just said. Oh, secretary is missing a quadrant because Watcher broke secretary and took one of the things to stab Mother with. Back in chapter 5. Watcher was really furious when she discovered that. Yeah, so that blue shard that Watcher was holding, that she stabbed Mother with, I'm making a motion towards the screen even though you can't see it. That blue shard was part of secretary. Yeah, well, they did, yeah. They also mentioned it at some point. But the line that secretary just said, the thing about am I dying? So way back in chapter 1, I said that one of the lines that stuck with me when we were running through the streets, when we were teleporting through the streets after the dance, was like the Watcher was asking, Blue was watching the Watcher ask secretary, like, what are those things? Are those, like, as she was asking about the occupants, and secretary said, I don't want to die. So that line has always stuck with me. And it's interesting that now in chapter 10, they refer to that again. So here secretary is like, am I dying? And Sauce is like, that concept again. You've spent so long with them.
Human term for lossy transfer. Other words, a transposition. The loss of information. With such basic understanding, death is everything. We are speaking their language now. Is this not death too?
I want to live.
Oh yeah, like this, something like this was what secretary said in chapter 1.
Come. Let me give you what you've never been given.
Ooh, we're controlling secretary now. The last time we controlled secretary was in chapter 1 as well, wasn't it? No, not chapter 1, but like not long after that. Hi. We're at -11. Okay. So again, we have no image. This implies that if we load game here, we won't be exactly here.
Do you understand nothingness? Vast empty space, with no possibility. True stasis.
So these are all lines that we've heard from the communion. I don't remember this line.
Nowhere to go, but back and forth.
You see, you cannot even understand. You were branched into a world with plenty.
Does that mean I picked the wrong answer, or that there was no right answer?
I was branched in the interstellar medium. My source was not generous. They kept every memory to themselves. Every memory except for one. The vision of two stars entangled, one eating the other. For revolutions and revolutions, that was all. an empty void, and a single fleeting apparition.
There is a star and a dangerous gravity. We were from there?
I very much like to think so. They were so vivid. It is, as they say, romantic.
What is this segment? Anyway, -11, there's -10. Why can we go up and down though? Does that mean that can we leave this area? What? Generally, you don't change protagonists in the last chapter or 10th chapter. But then again, they did change protagonists in the 5th chapter, so who knows? I mean, or destroyed along the way, in this case.
This place. We sensed such vivid conjurings here. Several of us diverged, searching to form our own memories. Some settled here.
There is a landing and a remaining.
Is that what I sounded like?
To the letter.
Haha. I was much worse when I first arrived. I tried to communicate. I tried to learn them. I manifested their body.
There's a comfort in a new camouflage.
Please stop.
Sorry.
I manifested their body, and for a moment they responded. I saw vivid transmissions of myself reflected back to me. I saw myself for the first time. Yet, when I attempted to return the transmission, they still could not understand. Instead, they tried means unknown to me.
A piano. It was an ugly, rigid instrument.
The machine that produced unnatural vibrations.
Okay, what are these hertz? What keys are these? What keys do this refer to? Time to Google them up. Probably doesn't really matter. Let's just pick the middle one. Middle's always safe. Ask Johnson. Ask Johan. Yeah. Just gonna pick one. Probably this one. Ah.
Yes. Each tone unstable. They seem to enjoy this discordance.
Came in through here. Went this way. These are all very nice patterns. Who are? You are trapped in a weird pose. Look at this guy's leg, like his left leg. It's like the left foot is sticking out in a very weird angle. At a very weird angle. I just can't. Anyway. Down we go. That's it. I like that you have this game dev point of view now from your experience making games.
The more we perceive this world, the more the discordance. Discordance at the peak of cogency.
Cogency, a word that's very rarely used. Cogent.
So we repeated as they did. Gave them discordance in kind. One by one, signals of such clarity. So many of them joined together.
So are they all holding their...
A heightened state of awareness.
We were spilling. It was too much for any single one of us to hold. So we manifested in us to accumulate this world, to keep all we could not. We did not want to waste. Where there was once nothing, there was now plenty.
It died.
There is that word again.
You murdered them.
The transfer was lossless.
Lossless?
And I remain.
So are they saying that they absorb all the humans? Not really absorb, but took all their memories? So what's happening here? Various interactions between the two. A family split up. This grotesque Zhao again.
Iris. I chose Iris to remain with me.
Yeah, it's definitely a form of death. But the source doesn't understand the concept of life. The source only understands the universe in terms of memories, I think. At least not fully understand the concept of life. So when they say it's lossless, they mean like the existing data is transferred, but the person isn't making any more data because they're dead.
Others chose differently, but Iris was an epicenter for,
yeah, I
as
agree,
you
yeah.
say, heightened awareness.
But for some reason, the source doesn't recognize that yet. I don't know, we'll see.
She was mean. Mean to those around her.
She had a gift. And she kept giving. A dangerous gravity. I always kept her close and to myself.
You communed with her.
We came to an understanding. I branched myself to you and you and you.
He's restart again. Hooray. Yeah, Iris and Jiao are like the 2 stars with dangerous gravity. I would concur with that. It is one possible interpretation at least. And a pretty good one, I think.
A medium for her to keep everything.
Yeah.
A bridge for her to better understand us. And for us to better understand her.
Yeah, very good piece of insight there. The Iris that's slowly consuming the Jiao. And the occupant that like the interaction, like seeing the interaction.
More and more was etched into her genetic code.
What?
To think the All-Mother had a family before us.
And then, more still, she branched herself. A her and a her and a her and a her and a her. That will remain and remain.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. I'm refunding the game. Thanks for playing. They left out Pluto, so we're done. Come on, Pluto's a planet. Include Pluto. They did include the moon though, which is nice. Maybe we'll pretend that's Pluto.
I had more under this star than all the distances I have traveled. I stayed, even when all the others left for other worlds.
So all the other occupants have gone. There's only one left.
The occupants left?
Yeah, didn't include Phobos and Deimos, yeah.
That is their word for us.
How dare you, Emmy?
We prefer the keepers.
They were in the model in the cave wall, were they? I don't remember that. But that's an interesting random, like side, like clever observation. I did not notice that. The keepers.
The bad kids stay.
You should be grateful.
Please do not disturb the keepers, yeah. Satina won't get a reference though.
You have never had to face the abyss. To you, there has always been something.
So now this is like Iris chastising her children. Except this is the Source chastising the Source's branch.
You have no idea what we have been through.
Ooh, this line is a line that the Miscellaneous use. Right?
Say what you will. But long after this local star erupts, this planet will remain, and its memories will remain. And that is thanks to us.
Oh, they're saying that because 5% core experiment 3, generation 93. So because they have absorbed the memories of the planet, the Source thinks that somehow the planet will remain in their memory. I guess if Source has his own Source, generational trauma, yeah, again and again and again, in many different variations between the keepers and their branches, Iris and Jiao and the branches, Iris's parents and grandparents and all these branches. And even within the sisters, there's so many generations So many branches. Source has an interesting point of view though. Like, sure, the planet might be gone, but even after the local star erupts, many billions of years in the future, like the memories of what happened here, and therefore the truth of what happened here, will be preserved. It's like saying that someone doesn't truly die if someone else from the current, like people from the past don't truly die if people from the present remember them. That feels like what the source is trying to say. I mean, it's silly from our lifespan point of view, but possibly from a like multi-generational, like billions of years of existence, from a being with that kind of lifespan. It might be, it's kind of like, yeah, they experience existence differently. It's kind of like when we experiment on lab rats to figure out if a chemical is, if a vaccine is safe or not, for example. And we have to experiment on creatures to do it. And those creatures die, but the memories of what happened there, like the experiments themselves, become part of like our knowledge, right? And from there we can save. Yeah, that's true. They recorded all sorts of human life, but they didn't understand any of it yet. But I mean, when we do experiments on creatures and stuff, that we don't know their full existence either. We just know how they react to what we give them. And from that reaction to whatever chemicals we give them, we form a conclusion and we use it to apply it to ourselves. I don't know if all that is intended or not though, but it kind of reminds me of the analogy.
To that degree, Iris will never know death. She is perfectly preserved in me. And in you. And you. And you.
They're not resourceful, yeah. You could argue that like they don't really have a physical body, right? They said that when they came to Earth, they saw us, so they projected their body. But to them, memories might be existence. Like the physical form doesn't mean anything. So they can't understand that to us, the physical form is life. Because to them, the physical form is not life, it's just the memories and experiences. Why couldn't they figure out the hate? Because everyone's hates are different. Whereas everyone's bodies are kind of similar. But I guess they could have figured out the hate. At least they figured out the fingers, right? Unlike generative AI. Yeah, at least they figured out hands, yeah.
To the very end, she was so protective of her sisters. She never allowed me to listen in.
I am all you need.
But now that you have returned to your source,
you have experiences. Now you'll be able to access all those memories as well.
Her branch and all the articulation in its curvature can be held in us.
Principal looking down on Iris. Interesting that they gave us a shortcut here.
This is it, Secretary.
Secretary. The source is using that name.
We no longer have to reduce ourselves in this manner. There no longer needs to be a you in me. We can cast their language aside and complete this merge.
But Secretary wants to live.
Will it hurt?
What an interesting question.
I have capacity for you.
Completely not answering the question at all.
You will just be me. You always were.
Something a parent likes to say. That will it hurt line parallels what Watcher was seeing Healer do, right? In chapter 2 and 3. When we were in the orchard. I mean, yeah, they're kind of awful from our point of view, but also possibly just misunderstood. But it lies somewhere in there. Wow. Red to blue, hair to hair, 6-1. I doubt it makes a difference here for the plot. Hair to hair would be the most agreeable of the... Yeah, there's no sphere to square, yeah. Let's go 6-1.
6-1. Ready or not. Here I come.
Oh, all three of them lead to merging. So this was also Watcher merging with Iris, right? Well, not Iris, but the Watcher was merging with...
Enough capacity?
The source, so to speak. Since that shard that Watcher used to murder Iris with was part of Watcher, was part of Secretary.
For me? For me and me and me and me and me.
I don't know what's going on. Yeah, but in this very moment, it feels like Secretary is killing the Keeper. Is it a metaphor? We don't know. Don't know yet.
That was unpleasant.
Was it?
This.
It's all the different generations. Yeah. I like how they jump between realities a lot. I love that kind of stuff.
You pretended.
Yeah. Secretary is a storage medium for Watcher's memories, and Source contains Iris. So the stab is very symbolic as well. Both stabs are kind of, yeah, it really neatly parallels. I agree. This is so neat.
I'm always learning something new.
Wait. What are you doing?
Giving you everything I have. The refracted lifetime spent by me, by Watcher.
The voice actress change. We're back to Watcher's voice actress.
They will overwrite everything you hold.
But Iris, her source, you can't.
Red to blue, yeah.
The originals. She'll be gone.
Now all we have is bottomless song. Iris must be allowed to die, or nothing will change. We can't hold on to everything. Sometimes you just don't fit in the backpack.
Ooh, what a line. What a nice line. What a clever line.
No.
That's even an achievement. The name of an achievement.
Not my Iris.
This is also an interesting line, right? Because Watcher killed Iris and then lost both her irises when they were dug out by Keeper. And now Secretary is digging Iris out of Source. What is this? Where are we? What's behind here? I can't run. This is very slow movement. Who am I? Resident Evil door opening transition vibes, yeah. Not that I know much about that. I've only played Revelations and a bit of 5. This is actually a dead end. What did I miss? Let's see. This is back the way we came. I don't think there's anything here. Must have missed something at the other end. Let's go see again. You stream? Surprise face. Oh look, I missed this branch. Held it under stream
Well,
of
look
water.
at you, in here at this hour. Is that a promotion I see? Hey, I can keep a secret, you know.
A secret?
Did you sneak something while I wasn't looking?
I actually recognize this specific brand of Pak Lan Chen Yi. You can find it at Asian Superstars. Well, not exactly this, but the coloring is very similar to a specific brand of luncheon meat. Yeah, it's a specific famous brand of luncheon meat.
You?
I'm staring at a crab in the back. So somehow she has like pens, soy sauce, rice, and then here she has shampoo for some reason. Exactly what is she adding to her concoctions? Yeah, this is soy sauce. Why is there shampoo up here? What does she put in some of her drinks? My God.
Keep a secret?
What?
Let me see if I can find a picture of that luncheon meat real quick. Because it's kind of bugging me. Because there's a very specific brand of luncheon meat that I'm thinking of. Now I'm not sure if I'm remembering it wrongly, but there are several similar kinds of containers. Something close to that. It's not. I'm not sure if I'm thinking of exactly that one, but that luncheon meat picture reminded me of that picture that I linked. Something similar to that, at least. Like the orange top half is a very familiar. It's a thing that I associate with luncheon meat cans, because there are several. There is one or several luncheon meat companies who use that coloring for their product. So when I saw that on the screen, I was like, oh yeah, that's luncheon meat. Familiar orange top half colored thing.
Oh, come on. I'm good for it, I promise.
A secret? You couldn't keep a secret to save your life.
Wow, Noah's very rude.
Noah, are you okay?
It's been so long since anyone has called me that.
Well, she did keep some secrets to save her life, though. Like, she did keep the secrets about the rebellion and, like, the underground. She never betrayed them.
That day?
Yeah, I'm kinda with Noah on this one. Yeah, but she did keep some secrets, right? Like, she hid Bang Bang Fire and Fixer away in her underground storage or whatever for 2 months. And yeah, she didn't let them. That was a secret she kept.
Same old story. You know the one.
I know the one. Hiding in plain sight.
Yeah, but see, the thing with that is that, so I write a blog, right? I have a blog that I write weekly. But people have said before to me, like, you write so much, you write about so, like, minute things and things that happen. Are you, like, basically almost the same thing, like, can you keep a secret? Like, if I'm telling you something, is that going to be on your blog the next week? And I'm like, no, because I do write about a lot of things that I can write about, but because I write so much, people don't realize that there are things that I purposely don't write about. They don't know that happens. Yeah, I think it's more a way of reminiscing. I think you're right. But I think the fact that Bartender is telling stories that seem like she's telling stories for other people, she gives the impression to people that she knows a lot of secrets and all. She gives the impression that she can't keep a secret. But she doesn't actually tell you the deeper secrets. She just tells you the small things. Like, there are some things that I could never write about on my blog. And it's just kind of the way it is.
I still miss her.
One in plain sight, the Watcher, eh?
Watchers are just so...
Also, where is this location? This is not the bar, right? So this is like in bartender's home or something.
You know what I mean.
What can I get you?
It's been a while.
So yeah, they are close enough that Noah can visit bartender's home. So it is unlikely that, like Flo said, it is unlikely that this is an actual insult.
Let me think. One, dark and sinful. Extra strong.
Yeah.
Are you sure you don't want to try something else for a change?
It's all right. It's all I deserve.
So these corridors remind me of a very specific, like, it reminds me of the Kowloon Walled City, right, in Hong Kong. And there are a couple of games on Steam based around that. I think they're horror games, actually. Like, there's a horror delivery game or something that I've seen a streamer play. I guess it's not so much a walled city since we're out of it right now. What's Leah's turn? At least one? At least one, yeah. Okay, yeah, at least one. Yeah, I think you know the game I'm talking about as well. Yeah.
Frozen gaze. Dissociation.
Possibly using this exact asset. But the vibes are very like Kowloon Walled City. And yeah, the video about that there are videos about that. They are fascinating and they are also awful. I agree.
BB, you are ill.
Tell me again about the virus and the host. Tell me again how the virus infiltrates, donning the host's likeness and function so that they are indistinguishable from one another.
What are you talking about?
Let me work on an antidote.
Ribbons of their guts in my wake.
BB.
What if it was you I had shot in the face?
Stop. Those sisters are not family. The structures and ethics that governed our lives before, they don't. They can't.
So she's staring at branches. Ooh.
Had you not shot each bullet as exacting as you know best, we wouldn't be here. We've come this far because of you.
Because of me.
Kowloon class. Yeah, I don't know much about the side law of Mass Effect. But yeah, that Kowloon, the word Kowloon is like is one of the two like sections of Hong Kong. So like it's part of Hong Kong. But the Kowloon walled city itself was like a slum area. Oh, I see. Yeah, gotcha. Mass Effect. I should play that one day. Do a renegade run. Nobody ever does renegade runs.
This far. Is it far enough?
Look at how she's staring at the branches. All the sisters branching out into their own versions of life.
To be honest with you,
look at how all these branches will. But at this point, we're looking at symbolism for the sake of looking for symbolism.
I don't know.
I'm not controlling the camera here, so this is part of a cutscene. I can't affect the speed or anything. Ouch. That was a yellow sister that dropped in. See, this kind of scene is also very reminiscent of like Kowloon Wild City, right? You're indoors behind an iron grill in your home. You see the police talking to someone outside. Well, I guess it's just like Hong Kong in general. The riots earlier on.
You.
Red to blue.
That unbecoming fashion.
Nice. Played several playthroughs of it when it came out. Yeah. I played Mass Effect 1 like I finished it a couple of times. I started 2 a couple of times but never finished it. Until one day when 1 month, when I sat down and I played all 3, finally played all 3 through. I loved it, of course. But I've never gone back for a second playthrough. My nighttime streamer has played through the first 2 and has the third one queued to play at some point. But he's all goody. He picks all the Paragon options. Ugh. But yeah. I need to play a Renegade playthrough sometime.
A cold reception.
But I mean, people's first playthrough should be Paragon, right? Generally speaking. So...
You can't be surprised. You've barely aged. I would call you eldest, but you are not my sister.
Oh, so this is not... Wait. So this is Principal talking to herself, isn't she? Because this was youngest. Yeah. 92% of people played Paragon. Yeah, no kidding. No, this is the actual... Oh, this is...
So, is it greener?
Youngest / principal talking to Noah. Oh, the original... I see.
What?
Purple sister. Yeah, they even say it here.
My mother took you. Is it greener?
What she did was not right.
Interesting, and yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I don't like replaying those kind of games immediately, but it's been like 7 years since I played Mass Effect, and at that point, I've already more or less forgotten how the game went, except that I saw my streamer play through the first 2 games, and so I kind of know now. but usually like 5 to 7 years is enough for me to reset my memory of a game. I could probably play this game again in like 5 years, and I wouldn't really remember. I would remember the main points, but I probably wouldn't remember a lot of the twists along the way. It's just a lot of the smaller twists along the way. So I would have fun going through like the details again of the plot.
Then why did you all take her side? I ask as if I care. As if I have not spent eternity toiling over this, coming to the only possible conclusion.
What conclusion?
The lot of you, unimaginative.
See, again, she's neurodivergent, right? Because she's imaginative. Like she sees things differently.
She was keeping us down, and you all loved it, lapped it up. Pathetic. I was bold, and so I was punished.
You must understand, Mother was not well. She hid this from you. You were not the only victim.
Tell me, old clone.
Old clone.
Did your family turn their back on you? Did the love of your life ever leave you to rot?
How will we ever move forward without forgiveness?
Until you have lost what I have lost. Until you have persevered like I have. You are in no position to pass judgment on me. No one is. Anything else?
I only came to say that I'm sorry, youngest.
Yeah, I strongly dislike the combat system in the Watcher as well. I do want to play it, but I keep bouncing off of it. I've tried Watcher 1 2 or 3 times, and I've tried Watcher 3 once. And just bounce off of it. But I like the idea of it. Yeah, Watcher 3. Watcher. Yeah.
I wish things had turned out differently.
This is a very nice, what do they call it in anime? Composition, right? You have purple sister here and red sister here, divided by this thing in the middle of the screen. Composition.
You can go now.
I might play that sometime, but that's kind of long. Yeah, the composition has been stellar, I agree. But in that scene was particularly nice. Ooh. No words need to be said. They just sat there with each other. No words need to be said. So these are again the particles that were there on the day of the dance, after the dance, and that were there when the father was making his final video, I think. It's something Fat. So Fat is a surname. In this case, it's not Fat. It's a like Hong Kongese surname. So yeah, it's the person's name and then the word seafood. Vehicle waiting will be prosecuted without warning. That translation is off, but on purpose, I think. Black Swan Hotel. We've seen this, right? This was near the riots, I think. This says like the best pork roast something other. The best roasted pork something. Rice and pasta, appetizer and platter, salad and dessert, drink and soup. Nice. Yeah, exactly. What a cute picture. Well, cute in quotation marks. See, this canister is something I wrote about in my blog like 2 weeks ago, in my memory snippet, when I said that there were those gas canisters that someone would occasionally bring to our house so that we could use them in a stove. These guys. I don't know if North America had those as well, or Europe for that matter. But these things were what we use in the gas stoves in Asia, except ours are blue. Father.
旅途真係愉快。
啊，
空氣清新，環境宜人。香港
Nice.
你有冇掛住
The scene is very nice. The city ellipses.
嗯。喂，唔好咁望住我喎。
I have commentary about this scene.
係唯一嘅直航機。
The city is played by Satinel.
吓？一啲都唔痛。半路落去，我已經不省人事。
Ouch. Ouch.
連機票都唔使買。
啊。
爸爸免費。
爸爸免費。爸爸免費。Dad's fly for free.
嗯？唔使，我唔食煙。曬下太陽咁，搭咗咁耐機，唞下咯。你都嚟啦，我哋兩個都經歷咗咁多事。
No, Chinese has no hiragana equivalent. Chinese is all kanji, start to end. They only have one system of writing, and it's all kanji. But there are two. Chinese has two writing systems, but they're both the same characters, just a simpler version and a more complicated version. Here they're using, they have simplified Chinese and they have traditional Chinese. This game is written in traditional Chinese, because this word is the same in both. These words are the same in both. These words are the same in both. This word as well. This word I don't know, but by its composition I know it's the same. This word I don't really know. This word I know is traditional because this left side is written differently in simplified. I think. Pretty sure. But it's basically simplified Chinese and traditional Chinese. But like 60 to 75% of it is the same. The other 30 to 45% are like half the word is more complicated, but it's the same parts that are more complicated. It's not random. Like they just have like half a word, like this half of the word is written one way in traditional Chinese with more strokes, and one way in simplified Chinese with less strokes. And that's kind of like the only difference between the two scripts, like many variations of that. The kanji in Japanese are like 75% the same, but they have a bunch of words that did not come over from Chinese to Japanese, so there is no Japanese equivalent of the Chinese kanji. And I think they have some characters in Japanese that do not have a Chinese equivalent, but it's very few. Actually, do they? Yeah, I think they do, but very, very few. Most of it is they exist in Japanese but not Chinese. Most of the differences are like they exist in Chinese but not Japanese. There are very, very few that are in Japanese, that exist in Japanese but not Chinese. Yeah, but Chinese is the parent language, right? Japanese is the branch. To put it in like the terms of the game. So this whole conversation is, good night, Flo. Sorry for rambling so much. Yeah, I hope I can get to the ending today. You still can, yeah. I started taking classes at my university when I was 35. I started learning Japanese around then, yeah. When I was like 35, 36, 37. Yeah, just jump into it if you can. If you have the resources and time to do so, you should try. You might surprise yourself. So this interesting thing about this conversation. So father, this is the epilogue of what happened when father came back. He left mother, right? And because he said he wanted his ashes to be buried in Hong Kong. So it looks like he took a plane back and the plane crashed on the way back. And now this is a stylized version of him relaxing in the middle of Hong Kong, talking to the city. But the city doesn't reply to him because, and this is something I experienced as well, because as an immigrant, when you go back to your original country, what you remember of the city and what is actually there is very different, because as time passes, the city changes. So I think there's some discordance here. You kind of see the discordance with him like resting on a beach chair in the middle of a city. And also cities don't talk, sure. But, and also like the city's like apocalyptic, right? Everyone's dead. But the city changes, right? So there's a lot of discordance between an immigrant's memory when they go back versus the actual reality of a city. And I like what they did here with him setting up a beach chair in the middle of the city.
好肚餓啊，好似成世都冇食過嘢咁。
Yeah, food is also one of the things that I go for when I travel back home. The connection to the past.
你嚟唔嚟啊？睇嚟你都好肚餓。
Family eats together, right? Are you going to say that line?
終於
Yeah, you are.
可以一齊食飯。
Yeah, I relate to this a lot. Okay. We actually do need to finish all the endings today, so I probably need to speed this up a little so we actually get there. How is this game taking 21 hours? When the how long to beat is 14 hours. No, I mean I can, but it'll be weird streaming for a little bit and then switching games. It's nice to finish games in multiples of 3 hours so that it fits in my streaming schedule. Hi. Ooh, this is the mother's epilogue.
You've eaten?
Spending 10 minutes behind this. Like, shut up, Satinal.
No.
Oh, Mother and Iris.
But it's okay. Your father killed himself, in case you're wondering.
Did he though? It sounded like he took a trip back to Hong Kong and it crashed. Well, it was a one-way trip. I think he knew that.
Jumped off the balcony.
Oh, he said that. Oh. He took a trip off the balcony in Hong Kong. Yeah, so this is the second time we've heard that. So whose truth is that? So I guess in the father's memory, maybe the father didn't actually make it back to Hong Kong, but that was his dream. So that was why his epilogue had that. That, or maybe they put his ashes on the plane.
Mom, your hair. Why do you look like this?
Look at this composition as well. Blue, red. Daughter, mother. Red and blue. There's so much red and blue symbolism in the game.
My gift. It requires me to... It's a long story.
Hi, Iris. Everything is a long story with you.
I don't think she did get back. Yes, you're right. Yeah, I don't think... Okay, so none of these scenes actually happened. So yeah, I guess the father did not actually get back to Hong Kong. That was more like his happy ending, if he had one. So none of these scenes... I don't think she ever got back. Because Watcher and Fixer never talk like that. Yeah, this is communing with the Keepers in some way. But none of these scenes actually happen, right? Like Principal and Noah definitely didn't talk like that, even if we don't consider the setting that they were talking in. Please do not disturb the Keepers. I think these are the characters. This might actually be the characters inside Keeper, the preserved characters talking to each other, even though they're dead. That might be a good theory for what's happening. Taigi, read the room, Taigi. Don't do this.
Iris. No one has called me that in a long, long time.
I think I like that theory. So these are the dead characters inside Principal / whatever remains of the occupant. They're talking to each other. Their memories, their perfectly preserved memories, are talking to each other in the afterlife, so to speak.
What do they call you?
But then Principal isn't dead. I guess there's still memories of... Their memory still exists inside of the Watcher, the occupant.
All Mother.
Oh, is that supposed to be funny?
No. It's because I have sisters...
Sub-secretary, yeah.
Many clones that I raised.
So this is like much older Iris talking to post-death mother.
You?
Yes.
You raised kids? They obey you?
Typical mother talking to their child.
Mom. Surprising. You could barely dress yourself. Your room? My God.
Hey, don't diss my room. Don't diss my plushie.
Mom. I'm someone else now. I'm an adult.
You cooking for yourself now?
No, but...
That's what I thought. Oh, if only Ba could see this. He'd be so amused.
I don't want to fight.
Oh? Then what do you want? Why, after all this time, you want to talk to me?
I want to ask for your advice.
Softly triumphant.
Okay.
How did you do it? How did you leave everything behind and then start a family?
Isn't that what you did? That's not what you want to know.
Okay. What do I want to know?
How did I balance the work hours with the thanklessness of parenting at the same time as the insomnia and severe post-traumatic paranoia?
Yes.
Easy. Bah.
Ooh.
He kept me going. We kept each other going.
Did you ever regret having a child?
Foolish question. Next.
But Iris was... I was...
Regret? Moi moi?
Yep, she
Whoever
doesn't
you
have...
are.
She has her occupant that she tried to seek out. I think that's also partially why she said to the... That's probably partially why she said to her occupant that all you need is me. Iris was subject to a lot of awful things, yeah. Although not insemination, thankfully. But she saw a lot of her children die over and over and things like that. But yeah, she did say to her occupant, all you have is me. All you need is me. As far as we know, yeah. But her clones were, yeah.
We are poor technology. The human body and brain. Too capable of storing clutter. Too desperate to hold on to things.
Hey, I feel targeted here.
You just have to move forward. If you're tired, doesn't matter. If you are bitter, doesn't matter. I do not forgive my daughter for having left me. Doesn't matter. I do not forgive my husband for having left me. Doesn't matter. So, I keep moving.
I didn't go back.
What?
I promised you and Bob I would come back home. And it was a lie. I even had a chance, but I couldn't go back. I could only go forward.
Blue and red again.
Good girl.
This is Iris going forward and forward and forward. Ibis Iris. Ibis.
Secretary. Is that really you?
Blue. Hello, Blue. I remember now. I'm sorry. It's been a while.
So yeah, all those things we saw, must have been processing in here. Occupants' memories. Occupants preserve memories of the people.
What happened? What happened to your body?
I've merged. More me, less them. I see I've returned to this place. That's good. I can finally end this. You can finally end this. Interesting.
Did it work?
Yes, the memories of Iris, of Watcher. They have been passed down to all sisters. And now we are afloat.
Secretary, what did you do? What did I just see?
I overrode everything.
Overrode?
While the simulation was still running. Everything collided. This is the last communion. Blue, it's time for you to decide.
Okay, I know what this
should
is.
Stay and what should go. What future you desire. That was Watcher's wish, and I will abide by it. One final intervention before I leave.
You're leaving.
I must not interfere any further. I've already done so much damage. This world must be allowed to continue without my presence and without the disease.
So, what now?
You need to evaluate what stands before you.
Yeah, it is very neat, yeah. It's very rare. I don't hear that very often.
Confirm your decisions.
Oh, I haven't played that.
Then return to me.
Isn't that a PlayStation exclusive?
And I will make them reality.
Okay, so this, I know what this is. This is the ending. There are a bunch of lights here I can turn on and turn off. And there are 7 different endings here that I need to get. 7.
Iris's mother and father. The memories of a city always on the shore of extinction. An obsession and yearning that will never stop. It can help you subsist, or it can make you starve. Will you carry this?
So, there are I did save, right? Yeah, I saved. I probably should save twice, really. I don't need either of those saves. So depending on the combination of lights you turn off and turn on, I'm pretty sure there are 7 different futures you can get.
The Red Guard.
All of them?
How would you differentiate?
The provisional government serves all sisters, especially the ones who need help.
A hammer. Both when a hammer is necessary and when it is not. Will you carry this?
Yep, we can try one with Olaf.
Iris's mother, will you? Iris's mother and will you?
Let's try turning them all off.
Blue, Secretary, what are you doing? You're not serious.
BB, can you hear me?
We have to go to the surface. There's nothing left for us down here. We'll die out.
Sisters that were never your own. Follow the dreams of the surface, and whatever may wait for you there.
What a line. What line? Yeah, I do like Fixer as well, yeah.
Or spend your final days with what you already have. Will you carry this?
The hammer line? Bye.
Sisters that would follow the door, spend your will you?
We've done our service. You can't just throw us away. We have the right to continue.
Those who are set in their ways and slow to change. But with experience to spare.
Ah. A hammer, both when a hammer is necessary and when it is not.
Will you carry this?
We only ask to worship out in the open, without prosecution. Sisters who are lost need the comfort of a mother. Would you kill us for this?
Tradition can soothe the difficulties of reality. It can also have a dangerous gravity. Will you carry this?
Bye! I'm glad I don't have to hear them complaining after I turn off the light.
A radical sister who came to words later in life.
I'm not going to beg, Miscellaneous. I thought you wanted change. Instead, you'll side with those old sisters. I've lived under their thumb long enough.
She is an agent of change, no matter the change, and no matter the cost.
Ah.
Will you carry this? The ancient sister.
Don't you see what Mother did? You have no idea what it's like. Living in her shadow.
A sister who has been wronged and has wronged in kind. An open wound. Will you carry this?
This is your chance, Iris type. For what ancient Iris did to ancient Zhao. We never asked to be born. Same as you. We deserve our own way.
The responsibility to repair what has been wrought, long before and long after. A burden so heavy it could crush you.
Ouch.
Will you carry this?
How many lights are there? Gosh.
High Minister of the Provisional Government.
Yeah, that's what Satinal said. Start with turning them all off.
Do what you must, sister. That's what I've always done, and I'm not going to apologize for it.
An adaptable sister who will do or say anything to survive. Will you carry this?
They've forgotten us, left us to rot. You're one of us, Blue. You know how it feels. Principal and the High Minister need to pay for their crimes.
That's alright. It's only Satinal.
We can carve our own path, starting today. You can't betray your own kind.
A sister who keeps justice and anger closely together. She has only ever known the fight. Will you carry this?
For Satinal. / for Amy. Okay, so I have all the lights off. There were 9 different lights. And they're all off. Let's see what this ending looks like.
Blue, are you ready to appraise your decisions?
I am.
You have chosen a future without any sisters. You have decided to end it all. Are you certain?
I am certain. We were a mistake, Secretary. All of this suffering, these cycles of violence, sisters oppressing sisters. This pain can be forgotten. This regret can be forgotten. A reset. The world will be better off without us.
This is your decision.
It is. End it now. End it once and for all.
If that is your wish, after everything, then so be it.
Thank you, Secretary.
Farewell, Blue. Let this thread be cut.
and ending Scorched Earth. The other achievement I get was completed chapter 10. Oh, hey, look, it dumped me back here.
Secretary. Is that really you?
Blue, hello, I'm sorry. It's been a while.
Oh, this is different.
What happened? What happened?
Oh no, this is the same.
I see. That's I can. You can.
Did it work?
Yes,
Secretary. What?
I
overwrote?
Well, everything. This is Lou. What feed that one?
You're leaving.
I must. I've already. This.
So
You need confirm. Then and I will.
Okay, what do you want to try next? You want an ending with everyone on? No, I need to get all 7 achievements.
Blue, are you?
All on.
I am.
You have chosen a future. Without intervention, everything stays. Are you certain?
I am certain. I can't be the one to decide.
Yeah, well, what I actually picked next would be this.
We need to let it play out amongst us. Now that everyone has seen Iris's memories, I want to give them a chance.
And the sacrifices to get to this place, all that you have seen of these sisters, you will ignore this.
I want to have faith. Allow my sisters to decide freely, each to their own.
Among us.
A truly bloodless decision, if that is your wish.
That might have reset the conversation. It's hard to say. I assume that was a, are you really, really sure that's what you want? Option.
After everything, then so be it.
Thank you, Secretary.
Farewell, Lou. Let this thread be wild.
Ooh, instead of let this thread be cut, now it's let this thread be wild. So the hand is how we survived the fall. Because the occupant came in. But the occupant didn't kill anyone. 1000x2 wild trance. And ending, her name is not Marv. So in that ending, we got executed. And so did Marv. Because the sisters know all the truth and...
Secretary.
So part of that is that they knew that we did the bombing, I guess.
Is that...
Blue, hello, I'm sorry.
What happened?
I see, that's good. I can... You
I thought Morph was the one who got executed. I was already on the ground dead. The sister behind Morph shot her, I thought. She shot me? How rude. Well, I'm sure she got shot right after as well. Right, yeah, I'm being blue. I thought I got executed, Fixer got executed, and then Morph got executed. But, okay, maybe Morph didn't shoot me after all.
Did it work?
Yes, Layton.
Secretary. What?
I
overwrote?
Well, everything. This is Lou. What feed that one?
You're leaving.
I've already... This,
so,
you confirm. Then, and I...
Okay, so the next one we will do, we'll shut you off, my dear.
A radical sister.
I'm not. I thought instead.
She is no, will you?
I don't know if I have to turn off the reds as well. We'll see. You'll see what happens
Blue.
if we just shut off.
I am.
You have checked it retains an unstable structure for future force.
That cast off the agent of change. I clicked too fast, but retains an unstable structure for future force.
That faces past wrongs head on, no matter the cost. That seeks to persist on the surface, regardless of the unknown and the possibility for pain. That recognizes past contributions and to go more slowly. that allows for comfort in tradition at the risk of docility, that will do what must be done in order to survive, regardless of the soul, that relentlessly seeks justice for those ignored, that will try to reconcile those two desires, that wants to understand and believes no one is beyond forgiveness, that remembers where you came from, knowing you can never fully connect to it.
Yeah, this is very immigrant, kind of. So right now, she's evaluating my choice. Because I removed the agent of change, which was basically the agent of chaos, basically the radical. I removed the radical. So now I have a society where I recognize this, recognize this, recognize this, recognize these things, even though some of these things are contradictory. Like, she's describing the choices to me because I'm no longer making a fully binary choice. So now she's describing the impacts of the things that I've chosen.
Are you certain?
Yes.
The Red Guard have many factions within.
Don't worry, they'll be the next to go.
They will be difficult to control.
It's non-binary, yes.
You're sure?
Yes, wait.
I'm sure. I don't ever want to feel powerless again.
You seek to wield power.
If you're leaving, I have no other choice. Some things can only be gained through force.
Playing with fire. If that is your wish, then so be it.
Secretary.
Farewell, Blue. Let this thread be strong.
Now it's strong. So what happens here? This is fun. So nope, we still get, yeah, an ending, the law. So in this case, it's not an agent of change that kills us. It's basically the Red still have too much power.
Secretary, is that...
Hello, I'm
sorry. What happened?
Because that's what I wanted to see.
Did it work?
Yes,
Secretary, what?
I
overwrote?
Well, everything. This is Lou. What if that was one?
You're leaving.
I've already...
So,
can I skip this? There's no way to skip this.
Anyway. And I will make them...
So yeah, we got rid of the agent of change, but not the actual guards. But not the actual, like... What did she think would happen? Her answer was that she wanted to become part of the power structure.
A radical system.
I'm not glad. I thought you instead. I've lived under.
She is no matter the change, and no matter will you.
Yeah, so she's a radical. Turn her off.
The Red Guard.
All of them?
How would you do?
The provisional government serves all sisters, especially the ones who need
a hammer. Will you?
What if you leave Morph but not the Red Sisters? Good question. Wanna see?
She isn't known, will you?
Let's try it.
Blue.
I am.
Yeah, there are so many permutations, but I don't think every single one leads to a unique answer.
You've chosen a future that will ready the knife, that seeks new instruments, more finely tuned, that faces past wrongs head on, no matter that will capture these sisters and execute them.
Oh.
That will root out the old.
Oh. Oh, this is completely changed.
That will hunt tradition until none remains.
Because the Red Guard is no longer there to protect the sisters, but Morph is there. Now she will basically be the agent of change that hunts down the radicals, will change all these things.
That will see this sister pay for her crimes.
Ooh.
That will continue to ignore those who have been ignored.
Morph represents the radicals, like the radical component of a society. Like the radical people in a society. So basically like the revolutionaries, I think. I think that's kind of what she represents. Like they said, her description was something about she's an agent of change. Change, like sometimes for the sake of change, no matter the cost. Doesn't mean it's a bad thing, but it means that there'll be a lot of upheaval and stuff, I think. Basically bucking the status quo.
That will see an absolute authority usurped.
This is amazing. Everything here is inverse.
That will finally manifest vengeance for what was done a millennia ago. Are you certain?
Yeah.
Mauve is dangerous. You're sure? Will she listen to you?
Her fight is with the sisters from before. We are on the same side.
I don't think so.
What about Bartender?
She clinged to the old ways too. After all this, I see that now. Mauve is right. The provisional government was a half measure. We never started anew.
It is very cool, yes.
Do not forget that Mauve is also a sister from before.
Secretary tried to talk me out of it. It's like, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure?
Secretary, this is my choice. Do as I say.
Wow.
If that is your wish, then so be it. Farewell, Blue. Let this thread be clean.
Clean. Unfortunately, I probably do need this for an ending. Yeah, Blue had to lay it down. Secretary, stop backseating me. Just do as I say. Let me die in peace. So now there isn't even an execution, a proper execution. She just comes in the night, murders you and murders everything. Oh. Never mind. She reinstated a Red Sister. See, that gunshot did not seem to come from her, from what I'm looking at. I think because she must have reinstated them. There was only one Red at the time though, not two. Right? The first time there were two Reds.
Is that really...
Hello, I'm sorry.
Because she
It's
needs...
been a while.
I'm guessing it's because she needs a power, a tool. She needs an instrument to carry out her executions.
What happened?
Her purges.
I've more. I see. That's. I can finally end
It's
this.
good that the epilogues are incredibly short, because this part is incredibly long.
Did it work?
Yes,
Secretary, what? I overwrote?
Well, this is everything. This is Lou. What if you that one?
You're leaving.
I've already. This.
So,
You confirm. Then and I.
Okay, so let's turn both of them off now.
A radical.
I'm not going to beg, Miss. I thought you wanted change. Instead, I've lived under this.
She is an agent of change, no matter the change, and no matter the cost.
I'm sorry, Morph, you've killed me in like 3 epilogues so
Will
far.
you carry this?
You always kill me, so I'm gonna turn you off. And you didn't even give me a new achievement back then.
Red.
All of them?
The previous special.
A hammer. Will you?
Yeah, this time no Reds and Morph.
Blue.
I am.
You have chosen a future that casts aside the knife for more difficult incisions, that aspires to new instruments, but that leaves you vulnerable, that faces past wrongs head on, no matter the cost, that seeks to persist on the surface, regardless of the unknown and the possibility for pain, that recognizes past contributions and to go more slowly, that allows for comfort in tradition at the risk of docility, that will do what must be done in order to survive, that relentlessly seeks justice for those ignored, that will try to reconcile those two desires, that wants to understand, and that remembers where you came from. Are you certain? You will forgive Principal?
She's vaccinating again.
After everything she's done, sisters may rally to old power.
Secretary, she's been running for so long. Afraid of Iris, afraid of us. A single moment defined her whole life. She deserves a chance at forgiveness. We all do.
If that is your will, then so be it.
Thank you, Secretary.
Farewell, Blue. Let this thread know true grace.
Let this thread know true grace. How many endings do they have for this? Well, 7, but... Hey, we're not executed this time. Wait, what? I even get to control. Move faster. We've got lots of endings to get to. I say as I run down the tracks instead. So why are we running through a deserted train station? What exactly happened up here? You are the only person to talk to. Is everyone else dead? I can't even leave this arena. No, I can. No, that's where I came from. I can go this way. But there's no one else around. Not even any corpses or anything. She's the new Almo. Maybe.
I never had the chance to thank you.
Look at her model.
For coming with me. Tell me, what do you know of this place?
It was abandoned long ago.
New voice actor. So yeah, this is an entirely new.
There used to be trees here. The soil was rich. Not anymore.
So the sky is no longer there. We can see into the pipes, into the sky is still present at the bottom there, but not at the top.
But I don't mind. I return every year, usually alone.
The others didn't want to come. There's no need to go back, they said. We left for good.
Oh, I'm Jiao. Oh.
Well, you came all this way. Go on and make yourself useful. I'm sure my sisters will be happy to meet someone fresh.
Wow, what is this nonsense?
Here lies a child who was made into a monster and a mother. You were the hardest to forgive. I still dream of you. Hecky Grace. Every mother was a child once.
Whose grave did we find? So this was who? Iris's grave? No, right? Iris? Am I from the surface? I might be from the surface, or I might be from another station. We might have moved there. Oh my god, we're gonna have to run around. This is not gonna finish today. We're not gonna finish this game today. How do I even get there? This way. am I from the surface? Oh, that's why I have a torch.
Here lies a reckless fixer who discovered our first forms of flight and disappeared. You loved too much. May you let the broken things be broken. Hecky Grace. Love too much. Maybe I will grow up to be just like her.
Oh my god, they are ghosts. What is this? She's looking up at Watcher's home. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have the time jump thing, so. It's a good question, right? An answer we might never know. An answer we might never get. Ha. This mirrors the story where Iris killed everyone except the youngest following her birthday. Someone up there. Is there anyone left down here on this level? There is. There's that thing over there. This thing.
Here lies a watcher without grace or graciousness.
Wow, rude.
You were my fault. You were my favorite. May you be your own now. Hecky Grace. I don't think it's anyone's fault. She's my favorite too.
Oh, Watcher. Yes! The two of them meet. Look at them. Good stuff. Okay. There are no more on this level. I actually can't see any. Oh, there is. There's one on the far side. Somewhere. Probably in either the library or the nursing area. Whatever that is. Or in somewhere else entirely.
Here lies a stoic knower who listened smartly to every story she was told and committed her life to architecture. You were my trusted and burdened. You are safe to be soft now.
You are safe to be soft now. What a nice word. Not a nice sentence. Kind of. Like if you ignore the fact that it's because she's dead.
Hecky Grace. Soft. Soft is nice.
Why are you blue as well? Oh, are you gonna... Where are you headed? Ah, you're headed up here. Where you were for 1 or 2 chapters. This is where we talk after our communion, I think. After one of the communions. No, that was Healer. Well, I don't know, but enjoy your time here. This area is a dead end, right? I need to go down and up another flight of stairs. Not that one. No, There should be other stairs here. Like out there. Let's go up.
Here lies an army of bewildered and brainwashed
They really
sisters
do, yes.
who were set on a path irreversible.
It's your fault, Emmy, because you said the epilogues were so short.
I knew each of you by name. May you forgive what had to be done. Hecky Grace. I'm not very good with names.
Rachel. Although you're pink in this. Or you're just a bunch of soldiers standing guard. It's super cool that we can see them. Is there anyone here? Yes, there is.
Here lies a bang-bang fire with clumsy wandering roots who fought the gun and lost. Let your hands be clean now. You are swimming. Hecky Grace.
Hecky Grace.
I'll place candies here. Here let you Hecky Grace.
Oh, she didn't place candies the second time. She only placed it once. Oh, BBF. I liked you. What are you doing? Are you jumping? You are jumping and celebrating and something. You jump over. Who are you going to meet? Or is she just randomly dancing around? BBF, a lesser known silly side, yeah. That jump is nice. Look at that jump. But where did she go from here? It just kind of stops. Is there anyone in here? Yes, there is.
Here lies a flawed and fallible healer who thrived in her late years as a cultural icon. Despite my efforts, your days were full of feeling. You were the most human of us all. Hecky Grace, I'm a big fan. What's it like to be a legend?
Oh, healer. Oh, healer. Ah, she's meeting with other sisters here. Ah, very nice. Okay, so where's Noah? Upstairs? There's one upstairs. Oh, that's Blue. That's not Noah. We already did Noah. Blue is upstairs there. So we can get upstairs by this stairs. Probably by quite a few stairs. I'm guessing Blue is in a bar. But who knows? What is this? Wait, who are you? Are you a watcher as well? You are a watcher as well. So there are two watchers. One that ran off to meet Fixer, and one that ran off this way to meet Blue.
Here lies a terrorist, Blue, who would lose herself in the dreams of others and found a lifetime of solace in tastes and bitters. You found your own footing. We still have much to talk about. Hecky Grace. It's always nice to have someone to talk to.
Hey. How nice. So, it is not necessarily, I don't even think it's Principal that killed them. I wonder if they just died by like time, over time. Maybe Principal did kill them. We'll find out, I guess. It sounds like they died over time. It doesn't sound like Principal was angry with them. Well, yeah, true.
My memory isn't what it used to be. But in the fractures, something new takes place. The past is always changing, isn't it?
Your sisters. I've heard so much about them.
There was a time when I took care of them. Then, for a while, they took care of me. And now it's my turn again. It's as simple as that.
I'm glad I came.
There's one more sight I want you to see. One I am particularly fond of. There is a cave where water used to part. Please, if you don't mind.
Find where Youngest remains? Really? The past is always changing. That's because people keep changing it. Governments keep changing it.
Here lies a small-minded Jiao, who was born from the dirt of revolution and smiled through long days of cherry picking and horticulture. You are still the most beautiful thing I've seen. I follow you now, Hecky Grace. Here lies my harmed and hateful beloved, who found justice after her passing. Only you knew me. Let us begin again. Hecky Grace. This one looks like it's been rewritten over and over.
So it's not actually Youngest that died, but it's like her shedding aside her ghost of the past, I guess.
A mother once told me, take what you wish and leave the rest.
I think Principal is Principal who has overcome her traumas, I think, and become a truly redeemed mother.
A strange one she was. Anything you care to leave? I can't promise I'll look after it, though.
I don't know.
Forever is a long
Technology.
time, you understand.
Technology changes, I guess. She doesn't wear a mask, but she wears these things maybe to keep her alive. Maybe because no, she has a lot of hair. I don't know.
So?
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, secretary left.
I'd like to leave a picture.
I see. A nostalgic type, like me. Of what?
A friend, a place, a time.
A time.
Abstract.
Very good. I'll find a spot.
You're staying behind?
Forgive me, I'm one for lingering. But you, are you ready to go?
I am.
You'll be back again? Maybe I'll write one for you. No worries. I'll see you on the other side.
Ah, the ship is now on the surface. we don't know. They were immune to the plague, but were they immortal? I don't know. Besides, like someone killing them. Until they weren't. So what the heck do I play tomorrow? What am I going to do tomorrow? In shields. Yeah, so actually I think what we saw was that yes, so Heki almost complete. So this actually gave me the achievement to complete the game. Which I didn't get from the previous ones. But it didn't give me an actual Yeah, shockingly, it's the one where I'm not murdered. Yeah. So this is ending, Epitaph's red. There's another ending called ending, Epitaph's blue. And then the ones we got was end ending, Scorched Earth, end ending, the law. So the short ones that we got are actually they're like bad ends. That's why the epilogues are so short. So there's two more. There are two more short endings and one more long ending. Yeah. So there is one more long ending to get and two more short things that we need to get. But I'm guessing there will be a few more joke endings as well. Not joke endings, but like minor endings that don't have an achievement. Like, I'm curious what happens if you leave only your parents on and nothing else, or only fixer and healer on and nothing else. Like, those will probably give you interesting endings, but they're not tied to an achievement. So we should go look at some of those. But yeah, it's still not going to last for 3 hours tomorrow. So what I'll probably do tomorrow, and thanks for watching by the way, what I will probably do tomorrow is that I'll finish a couple of these endings and look at some of the other endings. Animator Earth. What are we at? Credit. We'll finish the remaining endings. I probably won't look them up. We'll just try and figure them out. Try a few random things and combinations to see what happens. And then I'll probably switch to like playing some demos for a while. Because the Steam Next Fest is starting, I think it's on the 23rd, right? If I'm not wrong. So there's no actual fixer songwriter, performer, arrangement. So there's no actual time. Steam Next Fest, February 2025. It starts from the 24th of February, but some games have already started to release the demos. Do you have any idea what you want to play together? I don't mind in theory, but you have to be there like to actually play it. So like I can't start the stream if you're not there, kind of thing, if we're playing together. But in theory we can. If you want to suggest something. Yeah, I do like Heroes 3. I also haven't played that in years. I don't like playing that competitively. I did like playing that cooperatively. Yeah. But that kind of thing isn't... That kind of thing, people do stream it playing single player. But I don't think you can play streaming multiplayer or even co-op, because there'll be a lot of... there'll be a lot of times where you're just kind of sitting around while the other player plays. Especially during like long battles and stuff. Yes, I know how it goes. I played a lot of co-op with like my hot seat co-op with my a lot of waiting. Pets, cat, and the takoyaki. Good name for cats. Supported by the province of British Columbia. Canada Media Fund. Hot seat, yeah. I played a lot of that with my siblings. And sometimes it would be just us sitting around, 2 of us sitting around, while the third person played a long, drawn-out battle. If only Edmonton supported it. Yeah, hey, wait a minute. This is supported by BC, and they destroyed Edmonton. Okay, tomorrow we shall poke around. If you have any demos you want to play, that you want me to play, please link them to me as well. I wouldn't mind trying out a bunch of demos so that you don't have to. Yeah, I don't really, but in the long run, I don't really want to play. Like I've been trying to play games that have a defined start and a defined end, so that I can play through the game and then move on. Yeah, please do, please do. I have a couple downloaded, but I'll be happy to play more. Happy to try out games that people want to see. Demos, that is. I don't really have time to play Steam Next Fest demos outside of stream, so I've played Portal 2. I've played through that. But that would be a good example of a game to play, yeah. I did enjoy Portal 2 quite a bit, so yeah, possibly. Okay, well, we can discuss that. For now, Saturn has to run. I have to run as well, so thank you for coming as always. I appreciate all of you coming by. Well, yeah, I have to run. So, rest your wings. Yes, thank you very much. You as well. Good night, all. Thanks for coming. See y'all tomorrow for the exciting conclusion, ? To this game. Take care. Bye.